And we welcome you to Lucas Oil Stadium, which opened back in 2008 here in the Circle City of Indianapolis, Indiana. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Tennessee Titans and the Indianapolis Colts. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Quads. Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
First down throw coming for Vic. That's caught. And he's able to get up here to the 26.
Detroit!
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 40 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
It's a big number 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Mike 51. Hey, let's calm down. Hey. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that quarterback. Right here, guys. Mike 51. Mike 51.
Play fake here on first down. Able to get away. Escaping the pressure right. Flushed out right. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
They certainly thought they had him surrounded and probably thought they were going to get him on the ground and get the sack, but he was able to elude that. And even though it threw it incomplete downfield, if you're a defensive back, you're loving the pressure that you're seing from your front.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, the quarterback's got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck roll that they can fall back on anymore.
52's the mic, boys. Gun!
On 3rd down, Vic. It's caught. Jones. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A gain of 32 that time. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
4 down. Set! Blue 90!
On 1st and 10, here's Vic. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Leopard!
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up. Detroit completion. And he'll go down at the 28. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. And a good sign for them right now to have their young quarterback looking confident on the opening drive.
Now, we haven't met a young quarterback, a veteran, it doesn't matter. We haven't met a quarterback yet that doesn't tell us he's confident about his abilities, right?
That's true.
But when you're young, it's really important to get off to a good start because it does build up that confidence. It allows him to play better as the game goes on.
Especially crucial here on the road. It's Flowers. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down. A first red zone opportunity for the Titans.
You got 3.
First and
Now
10
let's go.
at the 19.
3-19. 3-19.
In the red zone now. They're looking low. It That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurt. His first carry. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Tight left. We got 3.
And he stopped immediately there. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long.
Bus stop. Come on, let's go.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Danny Trevathan able to drop him for a loss of 2. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. He'll take it just outside the 40. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Titans are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over 1st and 10. The Titans offense now, they get ready to do battle again here. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you. A huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
On the last drive. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Tennessee getting their first down on a big play of 18 yards. Starting drive number 2 off on the right foot. For the first down. Drive was going to be pretty frustrating because they moved the football. They just didn't get any points out of it.
But warm-up QB, too. Let's bring in the backup. I mean, my goodness, you take them down good, you don't score points. You know I'm being totally facetious here, right? I'm just kidding. Nice first drive. Rarely do teams score on every single drive in a game, but they like what they did.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Line of scrimmage, again, the 25. Second
Gun,
and 10.
gun! Check 52.
Throwing again, Rick on 2nd and 10.
Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball.
Under pressure, and down he goes.
Leopard!
Second back at the 36.
Watch him now, Barney!
Gotta learn. Need to get rid of the football.
Because when you don't get rid of the ball, they accumulate more sacks. That's exactly right. Internal clock has to go off. Either get rid of it or start to take off and go.
He went backwards 5 yards there on 3rd down to bring up 4th. And now Adam Vinatieri. He's into his 40s now. You'd think low to mid-50s, probably about the outside of his range. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
So the missed 56-yarder, and now the flip side. Good starting field position at the 46 near midfield. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. And the Titans going to signal for a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now, 3rd and long.
He's tight right here. He's tight on the right. Tight on the right.
It's 3rd and long. Being chased out left. He may try and run for this. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. The Titan offense now working their way back onto the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit more? I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. If all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise. I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage after it.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is aggressive. So that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch. A lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39. Gun, 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 gun.
It'll be big once more. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete.
Leopard.
And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
Hey, Mike 52, Mike 52. Hey, I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Fifth and 1 to throw on first down. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. With the former Volunteer Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Titans with a football here to begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move as they face a second down here. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
Tight end left. 4 down. All right, here we go.
Second down throw for Cook. He's going to sling this deep downfield. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Odell Beckham, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Titans for 6. And he's got it up and through.
There we go. That's the touchdown. That's it. There you go.
Vinatieri out there to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. The Colts offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. You know, Charles, season winding down, time to maybe look ahead to the offseason. What do you see these guys going after either in the draft or free agency?
Well, with the season that they're having, just about every position is up for grabs right now. No one is really safe, but the focal point's always the quarterback position. And he may be auditioning to try and stay with his own current team.
Ohio!
I think he's auditioning for the rest of the league to try and find a spot because I think this team is
And he's going to be taken down uniform marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent game, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? He was feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10.
Ohio! 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 Ohio!
And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. A good productive run there on 1st down. He winds up getting 8.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit.
And an alley to run. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
Watch tight end. Tight right, tight right. Flex round! Flex round!
Here on 1st down. Rolling out right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this 1st half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball. Defensive position, able to affect the play.
2nd down, a little more productive than 1st. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting them to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
Ohio! Ohio!
He's got his man Hilton. And he's got the 1st down before being taken down at the 46. 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Tight on the left. Flex round! Flex round! 3 down, 3 down. Check, check. Fresno, Fresno, Fresno.
And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the field and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that one.
Blitz, 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 blitz.
16 yards the pickup there. The Colts have a 1st down.
I got it,
So much for him being bottled up throughout the day. Finally finds a way to break through and get a really nice gain. The defense had felt great about what they had going. Now they've got to turn their attention to getting it back in that direction. Can they bottle him up again? Because I'd say after that run, confidence is pretty high for him.
Check, 4 down, 4 down. Check, 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 check.
And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. Danny Trevathan there to bring him down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move loud.
Flex round! Flex
open
round!
up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Flex round! Flex round!
Inside to Eric Ebron. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A nice gain of 21 yards. The Colts with a first red zone opportunity of the ball game. They've got it 1st and goal at the 7. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and goal.
Flex round! Flex round! Single, single. Watch it. Flex round! Flex round!
Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on third and goal? From the gun, here's Brissett. Eluding the pressure right. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Logan Ryan. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right
check,
and trying to shift the
Patriot!
coverage. But instead, he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Mike 52.
Here's Vic following the interception. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And he takes this just about a yard shy of the 20. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver where any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And he's able to get up here to the 26. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
All right, now, lucky 56.
Able to get
Lucky
7 on that
56.
first down pass. Second and 3. Vic now. They find some open field here. Caught left side by Kyle. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10. Here's Vic. And fights through 1 minute. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing?
No. Check. Patriot.
This team came into the game in the bottom 5 in the league in sacks.
Yeah,
What's going on?
It's not been their bread and butter. I don't know. Is a blind squirrel or is this something they can build on?
Well, they found some momentum. They found a crack in the offensive line, and they're putting it to use.
This one complete to Jordan Reed. He'll go down, but not before getting this inside.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Gone! He goes for a first down.
Gone!
Vic operating on first down.
Let's go, defense.
Let's go, defense. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
The beauty of being able to play his own defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's
check,
hands.
Patriot.
What? Creates a lot of confusion. Kind of a mess in the middle of the field. He's good making a football.
This is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. The Titans efficient passing on this drive. There's another first down. And with that completion, he's on north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after throws. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here,
and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Coming hard that time. He's able to run him down for a loss.
Watch him now, Barney.
First down, a bit of a disaster. And now on second and goal, back even further.
Hurry up, here we go.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. And now prior to this 3rd and 1, we're going to get a timeout here, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. They've been tied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal.
Watch him now, Barney. Gone! Detroit!
Working out of the gun, Michael Vick. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Julio Jones.
That's what I'm talking about.
And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead.
That's the way to finish. In your face.
Vinatieri out there to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And the Colts getting ready to go. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 24 and 25 plays. Probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points get that 0 off the board. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Running game working. They'll start with it on 1st down. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags.
Boom! Yeah, baby!
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10.
Ohio! 3 down. Flex round! Flex round!
Lined up and aired out.
Watch Mike! Outside
And incomplete on the deep ball. So we reach halftime here with the visiting Titans taking the lead into intermission. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken just shy of the 20. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. On the NFL scoreboard, an update from up in Seattle. And the Bengals out to the early advantage. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout.
3 down.
This will go for 5 up to the 33.
Check out, bro.
Yeah, that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
I know you felt that.
Now we've got whistles and a flag. Looked like one of the Colts linemen might have jumped. And the offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10.
Hey, guys, check me out.
And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask.
Run. Okay, we got 4.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Mike 51. We don't want this. Oh, flex round.
Float this one deep right side. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on it at 2nd down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense, great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, and especially against deep balls, as we saw. Anything
He's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. 2nd down, a little more productive than 1st. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now.
Come on,
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
That's it, baby.
It's Hines. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down.
The best offenses and the ones that win are ones that make adjustments. And right now, I think this team needs to open things up.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Out come the Titans now. They'll have it first on offense to start the 3rd. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
No. Check, Patriot!
I think that they're going to call their play. What you really want to do going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
Out of his end zone. Here's Vick. Out of the backfield, but it's complete to Kamara. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. Trying to find some space to operate, and now they'll have a gain of 12. A big first down to get away from the end zone. Play action now. Vick rolling to his right. Letting one go deep here for, wide open, complete. And all the way down to the 36-yard line. A big play that time for the Titans. And even 50 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10.
Green 39. Green 39. All right, now, lucky 56.
First down, Vick. On the slant, it's Gronkowski. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Rob Gronkowski, his third touchdown now of the year. The Titans are going to add on to their lead. Vinatieri out there to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
You got tight right there.
Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
If they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive.
Tight left, tight left. 4 down, 4 down. Come on, let's go. Red 38. Red 38.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Hey, boys, we got 4 down.
Game here for the running back. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
We got 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Flex round! Flex round! We got 4. We got 4 down. 4 down. Shift! Watch the shift!
And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
He may be a bit undersized compared to the modern-day NFL defensive tackle, but what he lacks in size, he definitely makes up for in his ability to make tackles in the run game as well.
You don't want no problems with me.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Ohio! 4 down. Check. 4 down. 4 down. Ohio! Check 3. Let's go. What? 9.
He rifles one. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jonathan Cyprien. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
4 Gun! Mike 4, Mike 4. Switch up.
Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. Second down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field.
Back 99 Philly, here we go.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. Throwing again, Vic on second and 10. Throwing inside, he's got Gronk, complete. He went over 100 yards in the wild card round. He's over 100 here.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
Speed guys, I like that huge 6'6" target that they got in him.
They really are.
And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. A great play there. Touchdown number 8. And the Titans capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. On the NFL scoreboard, third quarter from Oakland. The Raiders have moved out in front in that ball game. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27.
Flex round! Tight ends on the Lucy. Ohio!
And he'll be tackled at about the 35. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Blitz!
First play of the drive. Let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking. But the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Okay, baby, I see you. Flex round! 51's the mic. Flex round! Come on, baby, come on, let's go.
They run again with Hines. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down. The Colts on third down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting third down so far this year. They're the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank. They're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more. Because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on 3rd down. Brandon, we're into the second half, and this offense has not scored a lot of points. And that is another example of why I think it's time to open things up and start really trying to move the ball.
Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4.
Right. He's tight right here. He's tight on the right. Flex round!
On the right side here.
They're coming.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big run there. 29 yards in the first.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Ohio!
On the ground.
Watch twist.
A gain of 3, second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that one.
They're going to the ground attack here. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Well, as the play call comes in on third down, you have to think about four-down territory here. Down a few touchdowns, they need points, and they need big points.
Hey, 4 down.
They come out here in the eye. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
What a game this defense has played. They're pitching a shutout, so it'd be fun to watch down the stretch to see if their defensive coordinator continues to be as aggressive as he's been all game long.
Let's go. 49, check 49, check 49.
Right. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll go as a loss of 5. And that is going to set up 3rd and goal.
Boom. Bus stop. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round.
Dancing to his left. And this is going to be incomplete. The all-pro linebacker Luke Kuechly right there on the coverage, stride for stride. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Come on, let's go! Red 38! Red 38!
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Danny Trevathan in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. And they've now made 2 trips to the red zone and still looking for their first touchdown.
Not able to punch
now,
it
lucky 56, lucky 56.
Defense, your confidence is sky high because mentally you're saying, hey, you're in the red zone. We're thinking we're giving up 3. We just want to give up 6. Touchdown at all. They've got to feel great about what they do.
That's caught and brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. After that, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started, 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
Check 40. Leopard! Detroit! 52's the mic right here, over there, right? 52's the mic.
From the shotgun, that's him. Flush to his right. Looking deep for Julio. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit.
Baby.
Ball pops out, incomplete. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but
hurry up, here we go.
Just a little too good,
39.
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they
watch it now, Barney. Gun!
Second down, throw for Vic. This goes to Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. He got 29 yards that time. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people have pointed out to me, this is a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those
All right, here we go. Green 39! Green 39!
11 more on that one and another first down.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and take
hurry up, here we go.
At this point.
Green 39! Green 39!
On 1st and 10, here's Vic. He finds his target back in.
Crack down! Crack!
Ways to run past the 20. And finally taken down at the 15. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice game there. This one goes for 20. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now.
All right, here we go. Green 39!
They feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball.
incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because if you're swinging it around,
this is caught. Gronkowski. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. The Titans efficient passing on this drive. There's another first down. They'll throw again. Here's Nick. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Kind of a fine line when you're setting up the screen. You don't want to throw it too early to have the defense react too quickly. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Make sure you hit it just right.
A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for second and goal. Now here's Vic. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Unable to get it to Gronkowski that time. And it's third down.
Not too many missteps in the red zone thus far. He was going for his 5th touchdown pass. His man couldn't show
and give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Is it okay if I just over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in the defense. Go figure it out. It also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That's SOS.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Rhino. Yeah, baby.
Here's Hines on the play. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Tackle made there by Jonathan Cyprien.
Here comes the boom. I see you,
Time for a break.
I see you.
Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. The Colts on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And they'll run clear. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Flex round! Ohio! Flex round! Check 4! Flex round!
And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here, because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground.
Hey, watch the slant.
And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. In on the tackle there, Luke Kuechly.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Come on, let's go! White 90! White 90! Kill!
And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Ohio! Ohio!
Here with the running back. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Flex round! Flex round!
And they'll go down here with a tailback. And some space here. There he goes left side. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're great. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Roberto Aguayo now for the point after. Aguayo able to connect on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Titans offense now, they get set to head back out here. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. Kneel down. Hands. Yes. Get out of there.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.